And welcome back. We are going back out to Hy-vee one final time for putting the Ozarks first.
That's right. Tom is joined now by Ozarks Food Harvest. So Tom, what can you tell us?
What I can tell you is just remember these things. You can donate in many different ways for putting the Ozarks first. One is a QR code. You can find it on the screen. You can also find it at the register. The other is you have bags of food. You can donate 5 or 10 to have a bag of food, or right here, the barrels are going to be at all of the entryways, and you can put non-perishable items in there. So those are the ways that you can help with putting the Ozarks first. I have Jordan Browning with me right now. Good to see you. Ozarks Food Harvest. Okay, remind folks, where does Ozarks Food Harvest fit in this whole thing?
Yes, so we are the Feeding America Food Bank for Southwest Missouri. So we serve more than 270 faith-based and community charities across a 28-county service area.
Do you have an idea of, okay, you're talking about you are serving other organizations.
Yes.
Any idea how many people you're helping in Southwest Missouri?
Absolutely. We're serving more than 70,000 unduplicated individuals each and every month. So that's more than 20,000 than we were doing during the peak of COVID.
More than?
Yes.
Oh, so in other words, it is a growing number. This is not a okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that speaks to the need. What are you seeing as far as families, individuals? What are you seeing from your vantage point?
Yeah, we're seeing everything across the spectrum. We're seeing individuals, we're seeing families, and a lot of this is the day-to-day struggles that we're all seeing. I mean, it's increased grocery prices, it's increased housing prices, increased childcare expenses. All of those are combining together for a perfect storm for families facing hunger.
Yeah, but we were talking a little bit earlier, of course, and although you're talking about all those things, if you don't have food, none of the other stuff matters, it seems like.
Exactly, yeah, and that's what we're here for, is to fulfill that baseline need so that everyone can have those other options. They can afford prescriptions or afford to pay for that utility bill, that we're serving that base level. What
are you finding as far as, Food Harvest is the most important thing that people need right now?
One of the biggest things that people need right now in terms of specific food item is protein items. And that's just because it is one of the most expensive items for us to get. And it also is one of the most perishable. So anytime any kind of canned food item or anything like that is so needed right now.
So if you just kind of get the idea of protein, if you have, I mean, you can drop it right in the barrel.
Absolutely.
Don't even have to. How important, putting the Ozarks first, how important are things like this to the community in need?
This is huge for us because, I mean, not only is it a great way to highlight the issue of hunger here in Southwest Missouri, but gives the community a chance to give back. So, I mean, this is incredibly important as we're heading into the holiday season so families can have holiday meals. But this is going to sustain us through the beginning of 2024 because this is a 365-day-a-year issue.
Well, exactly. It doesn't go away just because the holidays stop.
Exactly.
And of course, you see the need growing, the importance of this type of effort and the importance of these types of effort throughout the year. And I know I've seen this in the time I've been here. I'm sure the Ozarks tends to be a very giving community.
Yes, it is an incredibly generous community, and I couldn't be more thankful to live here because every time that we have asked for funds or things like that for their neighbors in need, the community has more than dramatically responded. So we're so thankful for that.
All right, so right now you are, we've got just a little less than a minute. You're involved, of course, in the holiday push, but again, folks need to remember Crossline and what you do throughout the year. How do they keep track of what you do and what you need?
Yeah, so Crosslines is one of our biggest agencies here in town. So we work together, so they're actually the distribution arm of the food that we're providing them. So it's been a great partnership of making sure that we're supplying as much food as they need to make sure all those families are being served.
And Ozarks Food Harvest, of course, is that gathering point to bring it all throughout the Ozarks.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you. And we just want success. So come to your Springfield Hy-vees. I told you about the 3 ways that you can take part in putting the Ozarks first. Back to you.